Folks, few clouds overhead today. That wind was cranking again this afternoon, 15 to 25 miles an hour. Gusts to over 30 in many places. Just some patchy clouds moving across now. There's some thunderstorms way to the west of us, and the tops of those thunderstorms, the real high clouds, are being pushed down to the south of the valley as we speak. Zoom out a little bit and look at what people are talking about. That's this thing right over here, not to mention Bud over here that's going to impact probably Cabo later in the week, but not as a hurricane. By then it'll be down to a tropical storm. But in the meantime, this system has potential to be a pretty good rainmaker for us. There's some chance, slight chance, it could become some sort of a tropical entity, perhaps as much as a depression by later this week, but I think that's probably pushing it. Instead, it's just mainly a rainmaker, with a slight possibility being just a little bit more than that. Hurricane Center gives it a 20% chance of developing over the next 5 days, and 5 days from now, whatever this is likely to be right over in here someplace. So regardless of what it looks like, it's probably going to be a pretty decent rainmaker for South Texas, really a lot of Texas. Now let's look at a couple of models. We'll start with the GFS model, and if you follow social media all weekend long, people have been posting pictures of the GFS model saying, oh, it's going to hit Houston as a hurricane, or New Orleans, or Corpus, or some. You can't look at the models 8-10 days out and say, oh, that's what's going to happen. It's just one possibility. The European model said nothing like that. Now let's watch. Nothing down here yet, but as we go into tomorrow, you start to see a little activity flaring up in the Caribbean, and there's some rain down there now. We start to see moisture already increasing over here because the ridge that's on top of us breaks down and moves off to the north. So that allows tropical moisture to come in. By the time you get to Friday, this little wave is all it is at this point, still sitting offshore, but already producing rain. And then look at Saturday, and Sunday, and Monday. It's not a hurricane, it's just a tropical wave. Could be something a little more than that, but we just don't think there's time for it to get to any more than that. But it could be a very beneficial rainmaker for a lot of Texas, and that's kind of what we're keeping our fingers crossed for, and it could last into a good part of next week. The European model says much the same thing. Brings the wave across the Yucatan Peninsula into the southwestern Gulf and eventually pushes that moisture into South Texas. I think the rain chance really kicks in Wednesday and then ramps up for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, maybe even Tuesday. Look at this, it's a Saturday. There's still moisture around Sunday. The tropical moisture feed continues. Monday, the tropical moisture feed is there, so the chance of rain looks pretty decent the next few days, beginning Wednesday and then going up from there. If you look at tomorrow, there's not much happening. Future Track has it partly to mostly sunny again. And at this point, we're not looking at just a whole bunch of days of heavy rain, but we're looking at scattered stuff each day. Sea breeze comes to life and triggers some rain. Perhaps a couple of showers Wednesday, probably a better chance into Thursday, and then the chance stays with us then all the way through the weekend and into next week. So we're going dry tomorrow, 20% Wednesday, 40% Thursday, and we'll keep it at least 40% probably all the way through the weekend if the models continue to put this on the trajectory they're doing right now. Just a good rain chance. That's the biggest thing. Temperature-wise, here's where we are right now. Hot in the west, cooler in the east. Overnight tonight, lows are going to drop into the upper 70s and low 80s, to upper low 80s for lows. And then tomorrow, back in the 90s, probably 100 in Rio Grande City, about 88 degrees at the beach. The next 3 days, temperatures will stair-step down as the moisture increases and the rain chances go up. So we should be actually below normal by the end of the week. A pretty nice cool down, at least a little bit of a cool down, and way off the records by the time we get to the end of the week. So here's what it looks like for tonight. Partly cloudy, warm and muggy, 79 for a low, and then tomorrow back up to 97. Partly sunny skies, breezy, hot. Should be a dry day tomorrow, but the rain chance begins to sneak in on Wednesday as the upper level high, the thing that's been capping the atmosphere, begins to break down on Wednesday, allowing a couple of thunderstorms to fire up on the sea breeze. And then starting Thursday, I think we could see a shower thunderstorm each of the next several days as the tropical moisture moves in. Again, at this point, we're not looking at just all-out rainy days, but we're looking at a chance of rain every day all the way through the rest of the forecast period. Look what that does to temperatures. 91 for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That is your updated First Warn 5 forecast.